Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick, and I've decided to share another what I consider to be a funny martial arts story with you guys. I actually have a ton of these, so I might make a video series out of these, who knows. But this one was pretty interesting. It involves my fake martial artist friend again, and an actual real martial artist friend of mine I had. Yeah, I actually had those back then. but uh, they got into a fight on Facebook one day because my friend who does real shit, he trained in like Muay Thai, actually in like Burma for many years, and well, it's not Muay Thai, but it's the Burmese version of Muay Thai, which is, I'm gonna be real, it's pretty much just the same shit. But so he basically like just posted on Facebook, yo, after much studying, I think Aikido and Wing Chun don't really work. And my fake martial artist friend took very big grievances with that. He's like, that's not true. That's bullshit. And like, they like got into like a big debate, where they were just back and forth, back and forth. Well, this doesn't make sense. Well, this in your style does not make sense. Blah 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 blah. Finally, my Burmese friend had enough of it, and he was just like, all right, let's just fucking fight each other. Let's just, you know what I mean? Like, let's just, since this is where it's kind of ended up anyway, let's just fucking do it. And my fake martial arts friend was like, fine, let's do it. So, uh, that was the plan. And I actually tried to talk both of them out of it, because, like, specifically, I remember my Burmese friend, I was like, yo, don't do this, because you know you will seriously hurt him. And he's like, and he thought I was picking sides. He was like, "No, no, I know you got his back or whatever." And I was like, "No, man, I just don't want to see anyone get fucked up." Like, you know what I mean? But so, uh, I actually get a call in the middle of the night from my fake martial artist friend, and he's like, "Man, I'm really nervous. Can you come over?" And I just happen to be like literally, uh, not even 2 minutes away at the time because I was actually in the area, and I was like, "Sure." And my girlfriend was with me, and me and my girlfriend go over there, and he was like, "Oh man, like, your Burmese friend, he's really got me worked up, and I'm just so angry and shit like that." And I'm like, "Okay, are you gonna fight him?" And he's like, "Well, I want to, but I don't want to because I'm afraid that I'll fuck him up too bad." Legit. He was like, I'm afraid that I'm gonna hurt him so bad, and I really just don't want that. But I have to fight him. And I was like, my Burmese friend probably wouldn't care, right? Like he wouldn't give a shit if you actually hurt him. And he's like, no, but I do. I really just don't want to hurt him. But man, I have to fight him. And, obviously the real reason was because he was afraid that he was gonna get fucked up. But he was just like, no, I have to fight him. But I'm so scared. I'm just so scared that I'm just gonna break him in every possible way. And I don't know what to do, but I can't call off the fight. And he was like, what would you do, Patrick? And I was like, I mean, to be honest, I'd probably fight him. Like, I don't know. And he looked at me like super depressed. And I remember my girlfriend was there, and she was like really shocked by what a quivering pussy he was, because he would always they knew each other, and he would always talk up like what an amazing fighter he was and shit. And so but yeah, eventually we were there for literally an hour and 15 minutes just discussing the same shit in roundabout ways, and him trying to come up with like retard excuses as to why he couldn't fight. He, like, I'm too scared, I'm gonna hurt him, blah blah blah, all that shit. And so finally I just wanted to go home, and I was sick of it, and I was just like, look, man, if you really, really don't want to do this, just text him and say that you don't want to do this. And his eyes lit up like, oh, I've been waiting for you to say that the whole time. So he texts my Burmese friend, and he's like, yo, I'm not doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I met with my Burmese friend like later that week, and I told him what happened. And he was actually, he felt very bad, that he caused him like so much anxiety and shit. And he was like, oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sort of fuck him up mentally that bad. But then he immediately didn't feel bad about it, because my fake martial artist friend was back to talking shit like less than a week later. Like, oh man, I would have schooled you so fucking bad had you not had you gone through with it, like all that shit. And then my Burmese friend was just like, you know what the fuck ever, and just basically stopped talking to him after that. He's just like, man, I'm just is because he knew it was gonna go into a cycle of this same shit over and over again of him being like, I'll totally fight you. Oh man, anxiety. I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt you too bad. Back the fuck out. Like, no man, I don't want. It's for your safety. My hands are lethal weapons, okay? And for your sake, I'm not gonna use them on you. But so that was just another story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Patrick, and I'll see you next time.